Finn versus Koji for game number 1.
Now, just like last set, we are still in the loser's side of the bracket. So just like Blue was sent home packing, Macheeete or Zyder, one of them will be sent home. Coming in with this Barbara pick versus the Koji. We've seen some more Brynn here lately, but we haven't seen a lot of Barbara.
What an awkward start from Macheeete, though. Going off stage at the beginning of it and then kind of sticking on that corner. That is going to give complete stage control to the Barbara, and just seeing her take advantage of it. Covering that corner, Macheeete gets past, but yet to throw out much of a move.
Nice punish on that spot dodge that came out. Neutralites back to back. A third Neutralite?
Is that the play?
Good thing they don't
Neutralite your way.
Neutralite, or Macheeete might be broke by the end of the set. Though if he wins the tournament, he could probably pay it back and still come out net positive. Ooh, D-Sig. Not quite enough to kill even on this teeny tiny map. Another one, the spot dodge. Even if you spot dodge that like right at the perfect time. Do you know how many active frames? Like, does that have enough active frames to get through a spot dodge?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for.
More than 20.
Yeah, it is there. That move is about active frames. It is about punishing spot dodges, but that downlight side air is about punishing the Barbara for coming over the corner. Macheeete gonna take that stock lead, and going back to the bow, which is interesting because the bow was looking a little clunky at the start of this one, was going for all these side light downlights and not finding the follow-ups.
Someone figured that out and tell me on Twitter how many active frames Brynn Sphere D-Sig has.
You gotta count them by hand, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be that big of a number. I think anybody can do it.
Yo, yeah. I cannot count to 20, all right. Clash out on the side lights. Macheeete gonna get center stage, dancing a little bit, waiting for the Barbara to come up. Gets a nice little side air. Opportunity to get another stock, take that lead. Goes for the side light there, but will lead to the neutral signature to punish that panic jump. I was a little bit nervous when he went for that side light initially because that was a perfect downlight recovery opportunity, but he made up for it.
In true Koji fashion, using that sword neutral signature to finish off so many stocks. We've seen it done a million times before. A great signature coming out there. Back-to-back inlights. Neutral air, continuing that juggle. Macheeete is just center stage king right now, controlling the stage so much, while Zyder's kind of hovering over on the corner, and it's back to the same positioning. Even when Zyder gets in the middle of the stage, side air, sending him to the left. Macheeete back in center stage control.
And you're seeing coming out from Macheeete on this Koji, why this Koji can be so good is that high dexterity, that ability to get away with hitting moves repeatedly. Like Neutralite, he'll do like 2-3 Neutralites in a row just because he can.
He's also utilizing Koji's speed very well. Not that Koji has the highest speed in the game or even really that notable of speed, coming in at 5, but he's able to dip out of the way of a lot of the moves coming out from the Barbara on the other side. It's like he doesn't even have to expend his dodge because his spacing and his timing and his movement are so good.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of stacking up on the Barbara, utilizing those faster startups of his moves to beat out the Barbara. And of course, that's going to force the swap over to the Finn, retaining the axe from the Barbara, but it will be Finn the human for game number 2 going up against the Koji. Same map, small Brawlhalla.
Going to have a little bit more strength behind all of the moves coming out from this Jala pick, from the Finn. And like there's one time where you saw what Macheeete was trying to do. He was trying to move back. Like you saw his character turn around. Unfortunately, he wasn't fully out of the range of the D-Light from Finn. There you go. Perfect
yeah, I was really
example.
trying to mix
Again,
up.
this time it was successful.
He's trying to mix up his follow-ups off the side light, but the side light side air coming out from Finn, down like ground pound, and that's going to be the stock advantage. Macheeete on the respawn, denied any sort of weapon pickup. Going to be going for the unarmed, and the hit stun will allow him to pick up the sword.
D-Light recovery. Now we saw the D-Light dares earlier from a different player, but Macheeete is just going for straight D-Light recoveries here.
A little bit of a weapon bonk. Needs to finish the stock off of Finn, but the axe side air shoves him away. Punish? Just a side light?
I think he was worried about, because Zyder, did he gravity cancel that?
Yeah.
Okay, he might have been worried about either the spacing of it or if Zyder was going to be in the air when he finished that, because the D-Light does not have a very aerial hitbox whatsoever. So the D-Light might have come out and been under the Finn, so he wouldn't have been able to find the KO follow-up. Or he could have just panicked and done the wrong.
I know instinctively most players are going to go for like a downlight, trying to get that downlight recovery. But I mean, he's in the position. He got the punish opportunity. Could have gone for a tatami mat. Either way, we'll clean up that first stock off of Finn. And we'll be retaining the bow. Weapon spawn immediately on top of Finn. And it's going to be the sword versus bow for the second stocks.
Macheeete definitely behind here. In the red, has Finn in the yellow. A lot of movement again coming out from Macheeete. Almost gets the side light, almost gets the gravity cancel D-Light, almost gets the neutral light. Still keeps his cool, finds 2 hits. Could be the KO here. Oh, the GC side light, not quite perfectly placed to where it would lead to the KO, but it's not going to take much from this axe.
Yeah, that neutral light almost doing it. You saw the way Macheeete actually did the fastball immediately after going for that recovery on the right side. Nice downlight side air. Keeps Finn on that left side wall. Downlight was not expecting it to hit, and that's why Macheeete did not react in time. Nice punish coming out from Finn, and that is going to be the stock advantage. Again, going the way of Zyder.
Macheeete stuck over on the corner. Gets a nice rising side air to punish the side light. Weapon toss going a little bit wide. Finn hugging the wall. Macheeete definitely fighting his way back into this, much closer than it was previously. But still, we could see a couple big axes.
Yeah, this one definitely looked a little rough at the start, but Macheeete with that recovery is able to clean up the stock, and this is suddenly basically even. Bow in hand for Macheeete. Nice movement. Goes for the side light, back up, second side light. Suddenly Macheeete coming alive, goes for the ground pound. Nice dare. Another one. Downlight, ground pound is done. Macheeete takes the second spot. Or the second game, excuse me.
Gonna be thinking about a possible character swap here coming out. Macheeete already locked in, ready to go with his level 37 Koji in the defense stance. We'll see what the other choice is. It's gonna be a Thor, wanting to throw away that lower defense from the Finn and pack on as much beef as you possibly can.
Just go the opposite direction. Find the stat line that works the best for you. Thor is going to be the pick for game number 3. No weapon retention between the Barbara, between the Finn, and not even going to retain the fact that there's a crossover option with the Undertaker. Instead, it is Thor by the shore. For game number 3, we'll have the hammer in hand for some potentially quick knockouts. That side signature, in particular on the hammer for Thor, can go devastatingly quick because it moves so far off stage before it launches.
Fighting back and forth. Thor has better stage control here than Macheeete does, who was really trying to control that a lot earlier.
Big downlight side air. Macheeete has to dip down, avoids the dare, but can't avoid the immediate ground pound. And that is going to be a nice lead for this Thor by the shore, looking so confident and comfy right now.
Sidelight side air to start it up. Maybe looking for the reset there. Macheeete gets a nice singular unarmed move. Picks up the bow, continuing this pressure. He's really far behind though. He's got a lot to deal with on this Thor.
Love that dare. Punishes that neutral signature. Couldn't quite get a good enough punish for a knockout, but still a punish is nice nonetheless. Still needs to finish off this stock. Not even sure if a downlight recovery will do it at this point because of the high defense of this Thor. Oh no. Sig game on point. Side sig and a down sig.
Going under the stage. Macheeete not going to chase down, not going to follow or fall for any possible bait. GC side sig to get on the stage. That dodge is going to be up now, and he just burns it again. Doesn't even care.
Really good movement from Macheeete. Completely outspaces Mjolnir and then immediately goes in to punish the active frames, punish the recovery frames with the downlight recovery for the knockout. Still a little bit behind here.
Sidelight side air. Macheeete in the orange. Not a good spot to be in. Oh, man. He almost fell for that. I would have fallen for that. I would have tried to punish it, and he ended up holding it just a little bit longer than I would have expected.
Yeah, that down sig can be tricky, but good on Macheeete to fast fall underneath it, avoid potentially diving into that lightning. Ooh, second swing.
Yeah, second swipe for that. Now Macheeete finds himself here in the lead. He's up 2 games. This is a good spot to be. As Thor on his final stock. Side air, evening it up. A little over 2.5 minutes into this game. Both players on white on final stocks. Macheeete up 2-0 in this best of 5.
Stuck on the corner for a brief moment. Thor with a landing side air. No major follow-up, but trades are very much in the Thor's favor. Sidelight. Going blow for blow here. Macheeete getting a little bit more stage control back to the bow. That's what he's been doing the best with.
Ooh.
Punish.
And now we're seeing Macheeete playing like he was earlier, where he's just moving out of the way of a lot of moves. You saw him do it on the side sig earlier, using his dodge when he has to, but if he can just move out of the way, that's what he's doing so successfully. D-Light recovery, that's going to do it. Macheeete takes it 3-0, moving on.
Very solid punish game from Macheeete. Just the footwork at the very end there, outspacing and then immediately going in to punish the recovery of the opponent. Really well done, earning his fight against Blaze in the losers quarterfinal to come up in just a little bit. But before that, we will be going to the other side. Of course, Viper and Simple still have to fight it out.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting set going into this. What did Viper tweet today? Let me look it up right now.
He was saying he wasn't going to win. He said he wasn't going to get top 32.
Yeah, and we clearly see that that is not the case. He even... Oh, no,